stuff. Now, we've got this chance to speak to you, so it'd be remiss of me not to ask about the big fight, or the other big fight that everyone's waiting for, which is the undisputed heavyweight clash. Tyson Fury, Oleksandr Usyk. We spoke just after the new year, and you said then it needs to be done quickly because you're aiming for early March. A couple of weeks down the road, we don't have an official announcement yet. So what's the hold-up, I guess, is the question.
Well, I can't go into too much detail, but the both sides up for the fight, want the fight. We're all of a like mind, and I genuinely believe it will happen. I don't think we're far off from announcing it. It's basically we're just there's a couple of things behind the scenes we're just trying to get sorted. I don't want to go into it because I don't want to compromise the situation, but news is pretty imminent now.
And will it still be that first week of March? Is that still viable now?
No, it'll go back a bit. I mean, obviously, we haven't got a lead-up time for that now, but that's where we are.
So are we looking at April?
Yeah. I mean, we've got to get it on as soon as possible for obvious reasons.
What have you made of all the social media back and forth, like Usyk posing in his swimming trunks, calling Fury belly and all that sort of stuff? What have you made of that?
I mean, it's all good fun, and they're both at it. But up to now, nobody's been able to do a job on the fella with a big belly. And that's the thing about it. I mean, I think he made that comment a long while ago against when he fought his fellow countryman Klitschko. He said, "Remember, when I beat you, it'd be the fella that you said look at you and the condition of your end." So no one's managed to find that key yet to beat him. Or the key to the lock to beat him, and I don't think, and I genuinely believe that he will beat Usyk. But we've got to get it done, got to get completed, and I think it's going to be a really, really great fight for the fans. All the belts on the line.
What would it mean to you as a promoter? You've been in this business for so long now, anyway, but to put on an undisputed world heavyweight title fight in Britain involving a British champion?
Well, if we do it in Britain, it'd be tremendous. But I think wherever it goes on, 4 belts on the line is something else. And I just look at where Tyson was a few years ago and where he is now. I think it's phenomenal what he's done. And again, like Anthony, they've got self-belief. He's never doubted himself. And again, I'd be over the moon for him too, because it's a story. They got great stories where they've come from and what they've been through.
But for you too, Frank, because there's never been an undisputed 4-belt era world heavyweight title fight.
Well, of course I'll be delighted, putting the fight on, we'll be working with Top Rank on it, but getting the fight. But, for Tyson, it's all, for me, it's always been about Tyson. It's all about Tyson, and that's where we are. He is, as I've said, my opinion, he's the best heavyweight of his generation. I think he's been a great heavyweight in any generation because of all the physical attributes he's got. But we really all want to get this fight on. Everybody wants it to happen. And if Tyson comes through, there's some other great fights there too to be made.
Just last question on this. Where do you think it's most likely to end up?
I couldn't even tell you at the moment. With obviously the worst, not the worst. I mean, it's the best in some ways, but financially will be the worst place, but the worst financial situation, but to be happening in the UK. At Wembley, but that's the backup position, and we're looking at a lot, various things at the moment. When we make our decision, as I say, it's pretty imminent.